In the Sioux Falls area, meeting workforce needs is a community effort, supported through Forward Sioux Falls with a new campaign every 5 years and executed by the Sioux Falls Development Foundation. As one 5-year campaign closes and another begins, the growth in workforce-related programs has been huge, with 14 programs established in 2020 that have expanded fast.
They're meeting the needs not only today of our employers, but also expanding and are able to ebb and flow as our employers' needs ebb and flow.
The goal was to work with 200 employers annually, but that's actually reached 277 as of last year and multiplies its effects many times over.
How many people are they contacting about the jobs, about the internships, about the apprenticeships that they have? You're looking at close to 75,000 people over the course of a campaign, which is really 150% of the commitment we made back in 2020.
That leads directly to young professionals taking on internships, job shadows, and apprenticeships.
We have taken that and we've grown it by close to 400% over what we intended to do back in 2020. And all of these are critical signs and metrics of success. Number one, we know that if we can get your business connected to a person through an engagement program, the likelihood of you hiring them is great, and the likelihood of them being a good fit is even better.
Individual workforce programs tell their own success stories. Your Future STEM, which touched almost 800 middle schoolers last year, gives early exposure to expanding career fields.
The areas that we see that are growing very critically, and we need to see more people like nurses and engineers and people in the skilled trades, right? People that are in the financial services professions, that we're actually creating more supply for those particular occupations.
In high school, Career Connections began as a collaborative effort between the Development Foundation and employers 5 years ago. It's grown from reaching 56 students the first year to nearly 1,000 each year. These students are immersed in the business community as they begin to chart education and career paths.
And that's a really big lift. What we're also seeing in this group is we're seeing that the first generation to be college is also coming to fruition. We're seeing a number of kids that are getting the Build Dakota scholarships, which are all the kind of metrics of success there, right? Because as we grow our economy, we know that we need to grow a skilled and qualified economy.
Talent Draft Day is a short-duration, high-impact program that also helps high schoolers begin shaping their futures. Last year, it reached students in 5 area high schools, totaling nearly 4,000 students.
And then you couple that with what we're doing with SEDAC and the big job fair and getting those college kids here to Sioux Falls and getting them engaged with our employers. Just great activity there. And then we go into the talent talks and the talent tours. And that's where we're either bringing those students on site to those individual businesses or really bringing those businesses to them and having talk.
It doesn't stop during the summer either. The Development Foundation connects with interns to elevate their experience in Sioux Falls through unique engagement programs.
We're focusing in on how can we get some of these opportunities to provide stipends to employers that either don't have interns or maybe they're in an area where the businesses don't know how you can use a political science major or how you can use an economics major.
It all comes together each year at the Women Workforce Summit, offering personalized training, best practices, and the chance to connect to others in the business community.
Employment is no longer about just a job and a title. It really is where you're collecting a very collaborative way with your colleagues. You're really being kind of immersed in important work. So that whole thing about what the employer does, where they fit in the community, how they're really doing good in the community, all of that kind of coalesces. And that's really, really very, very strong for younger generations, but it's also very strong throughout all the generations.
Going forward, expect to see more programs reflecting the growing emphasis on technology, both how to upskill current employees and think broadly in meeting workforce needs.
And in some cases, there's expertise that you're going to have that a Sioux Falls employer is going to need, and it just doesn't exist here at this time. It's in the process of being built. So what do? You reach out to somebody, you get them remote, they then say, I want to move here, you move them here.
Programs also will continue to evolve, reflecting in-demand occupations and the talent development, attraction, and retention needed to fill them.
You can't just go out and put a job posting and say, here you go. No, it's really where you have to create those relationships, and we're helping our business community do that.